piggyback onto what you're saying about the shift and social media and how like ideologies shift. So there's another topic I wanted to bring to you guys. And it's to do with, so like during the pandemic and slightly before, there was a wave of people really showing you how to be artists, how to be a music producer. I mean, me, I wouldn't be a producer right now if I didn't watch tutorials on how to make beats and stuff like that. But there's a huge conversation that's going on right now, that was spurred by Kenny Beats. He's a very, very popular producer. He's worked with the likes of Kinariko Nasty, Denzel Curry. And essentially, he was kind of upset at the fact that the veil has gone and there's no more mystery. That's why I said this is going to be a very mysterious podcast. There's no more mystery in terms of how things are created. So let me just play the thing that he said, and then we can have a conversation about it. So yeah.
I know your password now.
This is the new shit, 2026. We're gatekeeping again. Stop telling people how you made your music. Stop telling people what you used. Stop showing people behind the scenes of what's in your songs. I swear to God, your songs are going to sound better. Just stop fucking telling people about them. We need to bring the magic back. Being able to figure out how someone made your favorite song in 5 minutes ruins your favorite song. It feels like Tame Impala blew up, and then everyone was like, how does Kevin Parker make drums like that? And then everybody figured it out. And then you get there and you buy all the same shit, and then it sounds just like the song that you want it to sound like. And then you're just sitting there sounding like your favorite song. Y'all broke down McGee's whole thing to bits within
that,
6 months.
I
It's
like
the
it.
Tascam with the this, with the that. It's like, the more you do that, the less fun it feels. I started feeling lame, so I know y'all are feeling lame. It doesn't feel good to just go get a one-to-one answer. How did they make this song? Boom, here's all the info. It ruins it for you. I think you're better off going and trying to figure some shit out yourself than watching 6 more tutorials and then using everything in those fucking tutorials and wondering why your
That's
beats
a
don't
sub
feel
at you.
special
That's
to
a
you.
sub
To
at
bring
me.
the
I watched
magic
so many
back,
tutorials.
we need to gatekeep a little bit when it comes to every single production technique.
Yeah, thanks, Kenny.
So he's talking about like, so you see the irony is Kenny Beats is a big driver of this type of content where you're breaking down like songs that he's made.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff
don't like that about him
So
too,
it's
because
very ironic,
he benefited he profited off that for a long time.
But we have to also give people grace because people's ideologies and their perception of life and everything shifts.
That's great. Okay, now before you actually get to the point, that's great. But then, what do we do with preachers? And by that I mean, back then you were like, and if you had interviewed him a couple of years ago, be like, oh man, listen, people need to see what you're doing. People need to see how you're working. Like, stop gatekeeping, stop. And then, so he's actively pushed that on people, and it has worked because he's one of the ones who have really opened that up. I put John Bellion in that category as well, and a few other producers, right? Like I just imagine how rare, like when you see a video of Kanye actually producing, like that for me is just like, it's
there's one there's
fantastic.
this
I'm just
one
like, give me more,
there's
but
this
you'll never get
one
more.
video I always go back to for inspiration. It's Pharrell producing with this random, she's not random, but like she never really blew up, but the song is called, I think, Midnight Hour or something like that.
Are you talking about what's her name?
Something Ramos, maybe.
Ramos.
No, it's not. She's not big.
She's not known.
No, she's not.
Okay.
She's really not big. She had that one song that became like a hit, but it never really like panned out for her. But that specific beat, like for some reason, there's a whole session of
Breakdown.
Yeah, of him
Okay.
breaking like making the beat from scratch, and I watched that so much just to like start feeling like.
Yeah.
I think it was around the same time they also dropped like the vlogs from him working with Justin Timberlake and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But okay, so the weird thing about what Kenny Beats is saying is I almost low-key agree with him.
No, but okay.
I almost low-key agree with
Okay,
him.
I hadn't finished, and we'll get into that, because now that he's gotten a different perspective, he's making it seem like
The other perspective
like
is
the other perspective is wrong. But then that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying about the whole preaching. Like, it's not,
Yeah, okay.
in that sense, that's not, okay, if that's what you want to communicate, then communicate it. But then you can't communicate it in a way that now you're making people who, do tutorials, and people have built whole careers on what he was doing, essentially opening up their creativity to onlookers. And they've built whole like careers on that. People have actually built their artistry on that model. Now you can't come and say, hey, listen, man, that's trash. We're not doing that anymore. Because my perspective has changed. But anyway, that's a different conversation.
But that's a different conversation, and it's a bit of a hard one because sometimes you just don't know any better. Like when you're pushing something, like you know what I mean.
It's just
like
this is what I'm feeling now, and I want to.
But okay, have you never had that experience? Okay, I can't go into detail, but like because I don't really have the examples on hand. But there's certain things that growing up I believed in that I don't now.
Did you ever believe in Santa? Wait,
yeah,
we're in Africa.
Of course, I did.
Do people believe in Africa? I mean, Santa in Africa?
Yeah, I mean, we watched TV, like, bro, like, we didn't come up in prehistoric ages. Like, TV
Never
was there.
believed in Santa.
And I believed it. Maybe I believed in it because, like,
They put cookies
the
under your-
Coca-Cola commercials,
Yeah.
like, bro, those things worked on me. So at some point I did.
Okay.
But yeah, like, but that's not even the thing. The
Sorry,
thing
yeah.
is, like, yeah, there are certain beliefs and like serious ones that we had growing up, and it's so crazy, like, to even say, like, in 2026, like, as an adult in 2026, there's certain things you believed in when you're like 15, like to 20, that right now you're like, man, that was very dumb of me.
Was I walking around with that knowledge?
Yeah, like I was very shallow.
Yeah.
In my thinking.
Yeah.
There's certain words that are used that we cannot use today, but we used them very freely back in the day. And it's just like because right now we're more like enlightened to the detriment of some of those things, or how detrimental some of those beliefs you could have had were, right?
Yes.
So like, it's okay for somebody to have a change in perspective.
I don't think some of them are not even detrimental. I think some of those things just the meaning just changes, and when the meaning changes, it's not that it was detrimental back then. It's a whole different thing now, and so we can't treat it the same way that we used to treat the same word or whatever it is as it was back then. But that's semantics and word building.
So anyway,
and
with
whatnot.
Kenny Beats, like, fine, he was a huge part of the breakdown. You know, with the streams, like he'd stream.
His streams
actually,
are
let me,
really,
because
really
maybe
fantastic.
I'm assuming people know what Kenny Beats
Or
does.
who Kenny Beats is.
Yeah, or who he does. So
Yeah.
if you're not familiar, like I said, he's a producer, but what he would do a YouTube series called The Cave, where he would invite various artists, Doja Cat,
Yeah.
like Vince Staples, all these guys, and they would make the music in front of you together. So for somebody who's never made music, it must be so fascinating because it like really breaks down, because it breaks down what
The
making
mystery.
music is. There's a lot of mystery, like growing up, and that's why I started making music. It's because it was such a mysterious thing as to how people make sounds and then have the artists on there like making music.
Yeah.
It was so mysterious, and so I had to know how it was done, right? And so people like Kenny Beats like have really broken down what it is, and then like even the platform that was made on Genius, like the beat breakdowns, right? Which they stopped.
Those things saved your genius.
They
That
were
was
so
crazy.
good.
It saved my life.
Bro, I
man.
learned how to be a hi-hat god based off of that.
Kinda.
Producers watching this know why that's funny. So anyway, like I learned so much about I remember the producer who made Passion Fruit by Drake.
Oh yeah.
Watching that tutorial
Fantastic.
just to know how, and then he was like, "Oh, it feels like clouds."
The
and
breakdown
then,
of
like,
Love Yours as well by Illmind, and
right?
man,
Like
that
watching
stuff.
all those
Why
breakdowns.
am I getting emotional, man?
I know those are such core memories for
Yeah.
me as well, because it's like I really wanted. Then I remember back in the day I watched. It wasn't even on Genius, but it was a Rogue breakdown of Young Chop showing how he made "I Don't Like" for Chief Keef, and the Nexus presets. And so you run to Nexus.
We have those plugins, yeah, because we paid for them. We have those plugins, and you run to them. You're like, oh wait, this is I've passed over this sound so many times. It's ridiculous.
So like you geek over that, just
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean. But
Now you can't do that. No, now it's uncool. Now you can't show people your Nexus presets.
okay, so there's also this argument, Sam, that the really talented people don't care. It's like, I will show you how to do. I will show you what I did.
Hey,
And
I will bring you all the tools.
and if you can replicate
you can't
good.
build the house that I built the same way.
I think so. There's
Not with AI. With AI, you're cooked. You can't do that with AI anymore.
You can't. But there's people who are saying that the real greats aren't scared of showing, because it's like it's really hard to, even if you have all the equipment and all the whatevers, it's really hard to replicate. While other people are and then people are adding onto that by saying that people who aren't very good, like they're not so good engineers or they're not so good producers, always hide these things and are paranoid because, oh my god, this person is is gonna steal my sauce.
Yeah.
Do you believe in that? Do you believe that's
That's what I'm really thinking about now, because is there value in mystery as a creative? Like, and I don't mean like external value, like in terms of creativity, like is art valuable because of its novelty? I
Yeah.
don't know.
And that could be sometimes.
I don't know. Like if you can't
Like
get
how
to
did
John,
how
to
did he do
Basquiat.
that? How did he do this?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like, what's the guy's name? The guy who's running around the world spray painting things.
Oh,
Banksy.
Yeah, Banksy. Or
Like, if you found out
the
who
mystery-
Banksy was, like it's just some guy now.
but how about the mystery of
Repainting.
how the pyramids were built? Like if we find out, if somebody finds a definitive,
I don't want to start conspiracy theories.
no, but
here.
listen, Sam. But if
let's-
somebody gives
not aliens, though.
definitive proof of how the pyramids were built, don't you think that the whole mystery,
No, that's-
an aura of the pyramids?
No, not for me. That's
For me,
different. Like, I
it's
want to know
lost
how
a
it was
bit.
built. Like, that's cool. Like, for me, I don't consider the pyramids art. Like,
Yes,
it's a building.
They are art.
It's not. It's a build. It's
No.
just a bunch of stones.
Oh my god! See, but you see,
so
But you see,
disgusted.
that's what happens when we know too much, because we break down everything to what it actually is.
Yeah.
You have to leave some space for the magic.
That's what's her name was saying earlier, and you disagreed.
Which one?
That's what she was telling you why. That's what she was telling
It's
you
the
why you
duality of
disagreed, man.
mankind.
What's her name?
Listen,
What cactus? What was her name?
I can agree with her. I can disagree.
Now you're
with
doing
her.
what Kenny Beats is doing. Look, see, look. This is the problem now. Everyone is just double speak. It's all double speak, man. I know. But all I'm doing is I'm just trying to show you. Sorry, that's a bit psychological. But all I'm doing is I'm trying to show you that at any given point, your feelings about something could be different.
Yeah.
But we can't go on saying that, okay, now that I feel something, this is what it is, and everything that can be. I mean, I guess you can. It's a free speech, I guess. You can do whatever you want.